Good night, everyone. Johnson. I got this good and God is good all the time. My name is Aaron J. Spirit Divine. I'm going to give you a little short word on tonight. Um, and it's with Elijah. Elijah announced a great drought. Now, I'm going to wind up doing Elijah whole package this week. Because this one here going to come from First Kings 17:1. Now Elijah by Tisbe, the God, the God said to Ahab, as the Lord the God of Israel live, who I serve, there will be neither drought and no rain in the next few years except at my word. God handled the weather. God said there will no be no it ain't gonna be no rain unless I say so. So and then Elijah first in a long line of important prophets. Now God had sent Israel and Judah. Now Israel had no faithfulness, king throughout history. Each king was wicked, leading the people in worshiping foreign gods. You know, they had so many kings. And they had no kings to keep them in line. They had kings that was teaching them all kind of foreign gods. So there was no king, no priest, to bring God word to the people. God called prophet to try to rescue Israel from moral and spiritual. Okay, now we and Elijah fed by ravens. Remember they don't have no rain. And so God had told them they ain't gonna have no rain till I say so. And so First Kings 17:2-6. Now, then the word of the Lord came to Elijah. Now, see, one thing about Elijah, each time God tell Elijah to go somewhere, he obeyed and he followed. You know, so and so and so God told Elijah to flee. His life is in danger. See, God go ahead of us. He already know what's gonna be going on. What's gonna happen. In danger for your king Ahab. Want to do him harm. So leave here. Turn eastward. And hide in the Corin River. East of the Jordan. Now, God telling him to flee, giving instruction what to do. And God ordered for Elijah to get himself outside, the jurisdiction, of Ahab, and who certainly would have to murder him if he could have found him, if he had found him. So Elijah deal with a lot of drought, famine, with, water, no water. Now Elijah deal with these kind of storms. And so he more experienced in this here. And so God ordered for Elijah to get himself outside of jurisdiction. You would drink from the brooks, and have direct raven to supply you with the food. Now, this place God telling Elijah go to, God said, I already have somebody gonna provide food for you, gonna provide little supplies and everything. You're gonna have everything you need when you go to this place. And so God had told Elijah to go where he directed provide, some food and supplies it. So he did what the Lord, had told him, and he wanted to raven east of the Jordan and stay there. So not only she gonna provide food, she gonna provide somewhere for him to lay down too. Each time God told Elijah to move, he obeyed his word. Food was prepared, and also God had told him to say that. And so the ravens had brought him bread and meat in the morning and bread, in the evening, and he drank from the vine. So in a nation that was required, for to take care of the prophet. So that's why God told him to go over there. Because the way, it was the law that where each citizens go to, you have to take care of God prophet, you know. And so that's why God sent him over there. A widow came, had widow to care for Elijah. He provided us for your way, that go beyond our narrow, definition or expectation, and to matter how big, our trials, and it seemed hopeless, in a situation, and he said, no matter how your situation is, you just keep on pressing on. Keep on pressing on. You know, um, that God getting Elijah started. He first announced the great drought. And then God gonna tell him to move. You gotta come up here with this lady at. She gonna provide for you. She gonna give you anything you need. And so that's all the word I have for you today. And y'all have a blessed night, and I see y'all in the next video.